What's good?
Hey, and welcome to another episode of...
It's probably in your watch list. What today we gonna be talking about?
Windbreaker.
I can feel the breeze when I'm wearing my windbreaker. Shut it better, I had the cake. Woo! Coming soon. I'll just go ahead and jump in, right? So initially I did not like this anime. I didn't like this anime one bit. I thought it was mid.
So as you were for Monster, I was for Windbreaker. Mm-hmm. That's the best way I can put it. If you watched our Monster episode,
yeah.
I was a huge fan.
He jumped head first into this bitch. I definitely. It's actually a funny story, which I will tell.
Go ahead.
So, whenever we initially started watching this one, I literally was like, "Hey, nah, this is mid. I don't like this. It's not great." It seemed like a fucking cop out of an anime to me.
Ooh,
right.
That's hard to hear.
And then what happened?
Hard to hear.
Then what had happened? I told you, bro. I told you. I told you before we even got under it, right? And then here's what happened. He got to like episode 6, episode 7,
mm-hmm.
and I saw one of the fights.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, I might have been asleep.
Yeah.
I might have judged it a little prematurely." I think that obviously I am a producer, I am a creator, right? But it is the responsibility of the team to get you in quickly.
Yeah.
To draw your attention, to get that buy-in.
Sure.
And that didn't happen for me in the first 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. I think I watched the first 2.
Yeah.
Watched the first 2. I saw that episode, then I got stranded in Colorado. That came out like the Mexican OT, so I'm gonna try that one more time. I got stranded in Colorado. Inett overslept 3 time zones. Fucking sue me. Went and saw Morgan Wallen. And I was stuck in the airport for 12 hours, so I ended up fucking plowing through a bunch of animes and exploring the airport and everything. And Windbreakers was one of the ones that I went ahead and like actually jumped into. And I have to tell you, I was wrong.
Yeah.
It's a really good fucking anime.
It's a story of wanting to belong to something, mm-hmm. but also not wanting to let yourself belong to something.
Yeah.
It's very much that dichotomy of I like that I belong here, but I don't want to have to rely on anybody else to belong anywhere.
Yes. So I want you to think like Street Fighter, Tekken.
I mean, absolutely.
There's another one. There's another anime where it's fighters in high school. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now. But that's what this is, right? It's the communication and the growth of individuals through combat. This is very much a hands anime. But what I really enjoyed, mm-hmm. whenever I actually got bought into this motherfucker, you don't have the fucking, spirit bomb, the kamehameha.
It's legitimate.
It's hands. It is. Now, this is some gang shit.
Very much some gang shit. But Bo Furin, the protagonist group, mm-hmm. They are a
good gang.
Good gang.
They're a good gang. So they're all about protecting the weak.
Protecting the community.
Ensuring the community is good.
Yeah.
Peace. Oh, you need your shit painted, we'll handle it.
I can carry you to your...
Yeah, you got vandals, we're gonna go handle that.
Wiping graffiti down, that type of shit.
They're a good gang, mm-hmm. which I fucked with.
I did
right?
too.
It was pleasant,
mm-hmm.
right? You got a group of young men who honestly shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Let's be real. You shouldn't be out trying to throw fucking hands with people and gang affiliated and shit like that. But I really enjoyed the fact that they were a positive impact on the community. That was one of the things that brought me into it. I was like, damn.
The opposing gang, was a very much power.
Fuck you unless you got the hands.
They love strength.
They were in the gambling hoe district.
But what I love so much about it was the growth of the characters. Mm-hmm. From watching Choji fight with the captain, right? The captain fight hit me right here.
So I'm gonna be real. The preceding fight
between Othello
and the vice captain.
Yeah, that also was a pretty strong fight.
That fight actually had me. Because that was the fight that I keyed in on.
Yeah.
That's what made me watch the anime.
It's
powerful.
It's
with a positive intent.
with a positive intent behind it. It's just these young men.
Yep.
Trying to find out what they're gonna do, who they are, what they be. Through hands. and nothing is more pure than that. Violence, although shouldn't be promoted.
Well, you can't have creation without destruction.
For sure.
There is always going to be some semblance.
It's so primal
of entropy in order for creation to begin. It's just a fact of life. Governments.
Sure.
Growth.
Aggression
humans,
must
animals.
be let out in some way or another, whether it's going to be through tears and crying, or it's going to be through anger and hands.
I don't cry often, but I think that in our dynamic, it's definitely the gym. The gym is how we get that out.
Absolutely. I think this anime is one that can show you how
the positive impact.
Not the positive impact, but how healing something like that can be.
Even the protagonist, really, because he came in really jaded.
Yeah, really jaded.
And he found community. He found a little boot thing.
He found belonging.
I feel his spirit. He found a little boot thing.
I mean, I'm gonna keep referring back to this captain fight, because the captain fight is where like the emotional climax of the season really happens.
Bro, I really strongly feel, right, because obviously the protagonist and the vice captain was the fight before that.
Yes.
It laid the groundwork.
It did. That fight had to happen for the captain fight to make sense.
But I feel like we've really covered the majority of what this anime encompasses.
Let me speak real quick on this captain fight, because I mean we keep getting a little sidetracked on it. There's a specific moment in this captain fight is the emotional climax of this season.
Okay.
Of the show. It's set up by one cat. I'm not gonna spoil the fight here.
We've done a really good job of not spoiling this anime.
So I'm not going to. But you'll see it. I gotta be honest. It hit me hard. It brought me almost to tears, because I've felt what that captain has felt before, and I kind of understood where the vice captain was coming from. I mean, yeah. I felt how that captain had felt before, like. When you get to a spot, when you get to a level, and you're like,
no, you're spitting.
This isn't.
You're spitting right now.
This isn't how I guess I have to just be this way.
You're spitting.
And when you watch it, you'll if you don't, you don't.
Damn.
If you do, you do.
No,
regardless.
That's deep shit. Mm-hmm. Now let's go on that line. Have you, whether it be school, work.
When you get that promotion and you reach that level,
when you get to where you were gunning, that's the way. When you get to the place that you've been trying to get to the entire time, and you're finally there, and
nothing like it seems.
You either find that contentment and that peace, or you're just like, damn, this isn't what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Right, like trying to navigate and then almost finding darkness,
and then you change,
and then you change.
Into what you thought you were trying, into what the thing is making you be.
Bro, that's been my last year.
Yeah.
It's been like my last year.
I know.
Years.
It's sometimes when you don't get it the first time, it has to be. It's got to sit with you.
Okay. You just kind of changed it a little bit for me. That fight, no, damn.
That's why.
Damn. No, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna stand with what I said. So that fight before.
That fight is definitely the best fight in the show. Definitely the best fight.
I think that as a fight, I think they're tight.
Though the captain fight was nowhere near as showy.
It was mid, but it was strong mid.
It was strong mid.
It was like, ooh, you're really good.
That vice captain.
Ooh, you're really good.
That vice captain Sakura fight was back and forth, fun. You got the feels involved, and you got.
They both had moments where they were like, "Oh," and this shit was cool. Let's get into this rating. Let me go first.
Okay, go ahead.
As the motherfucker that didn't like this animated from the jump, I'll be real. I had to be bought in later. I'm giving this one this season, the 7.95432.
You gonna make me fucking type that?
It is not, I'm sorry. You could put 7.5.
No.
You could put 7.5.
I'm gonna put everything there.
But it's definitely the 7.54321. I'm sorry, the 7.95432.
Your face when I go back and watch it's gonna crack me the fuck up.
You don't have to take it out. I've whole spilled the fucking beer at this point. It's definitely the which I don't even want to relive that. The 7.95432 right?
Yeah.
And this is why I'm not giving it the 8.
Yeah.
I stand by my earlier statement
that it should.
It is the responsibility.
Yeah.
To get you the people that create the project to get. Fuck me. To get you. Thank you. Do it one more time. To get you bought in.
Yeah.
But there's something special about an anime where, like, your friend, someone recommends it, you catch it on that low key shit where they're out and about at someone's house, right? And you go, oh shit, I think I might have slept on this shit, right? Yeah. Which is why I'm not giving it the 8, right? But this is a good anime. It's a good story. I respect it and want to see the season 2. Now, in another episode, you asked if I was more excited about the Kaiju number 8 or the Solo Leveling season 2, right? Yeah. Could give a fuck less about Windbreaker season 2. I could not see it and I would be fine, right? But I will, right? Because it did such a good job of.
It feels like now you have to.
Yeah.
It feels like now you have to.
Yeah, which, these new ops.
I mean, honestly, well, I'll go ahead and pop my rating in here. I'm gonna go with a flat 8.2.
You're gonna go with the 8.2?
8.2. You
were invested from the.
This one hit me like Remaster hit you.
Fair. That's fair as fuck.
I really want
to. Which is crazy because you were on both of them.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I stay looking at it to keep us updated. We gotta keep us updated.
It's kind of hit wrong. It's just a chime.
But look, I think emotionally, animation wise, fighting wise, character building, it had everything I wanted in anime. This was really my first big dive into that kind of genre of the high schoolers fighting in a gang type stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple other things. I know we talked about Tokyo Revengers before this.
We did. He asked me about that, and that was like a blast from the past because it's been a minute. Which I'm gonna say that you gotta watch.
I mean, I'm going.
That is a work of art.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
That is art.
Y'all be good out there. Peace and love. Music's coming. At this point, the ranks is already out with the animes from from animes from the winter and then the spring and the summer.
Yep.
Some of the animes on that list are coming out soon in watch list. So be on the lookout for those.
You may see the ranks before you see the It's Probably on Your Watch List, but I promise you, watch the It's Probably on Your Watch List because you should. If you like anime, if you like trying something new.
Yeah. I mean, we don't just do anime either.
Period.
Right now, it's that time. So
as an artist, right? So I do music. I think that it is essential that you develop an appreciation for every facet of art.
Yeah.
You don't have to be bought in like it's the bee's knees for everything, right? But art has so many different niches. And platforms and levels where you become a better artist by observing and learning and growing from those other art forms, right? So it's the same as entertainment.
Yeah. Regardless, peace and love out there. We stay past our welcome. Y'all be good. Watch anime, watch shows, stay involved, peek all our stuff, and yeah. You can feel the breeze.
Cause I'm wearing my windbreaker. Shorty better had the cake. Don't ever underestimate me.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last line. The last line is also funny as fuck.
How about the shot?
How are you doing? Like in a completely.
How about the shot, bro?
Candid. Like just impromptu ask, right? Like, are you well? Are you fulfilled?
They want the video to finish.
Do you quest for more? If so, go fucking get it. Because at the end of the day, you are the protagonist of your destiny. And can't nothing stop you.
It's nice. That's a nice sentiment.
Do I still have to get on the
Exciting,
show?
no. Up and over to a place we finna act a fool. EDM, the benefit decisions comical. Pillow princess finna risk it, sickness inching cruel. Don't talk about it, keep on going, finding ways to rule.